All you wanna do is talk, I don't even talk.
I heard somebody talk.
I can pull up with that, Chewbacca that. Banging my chest and my head on the lock. Feeling like walking block of flame. I put the.
You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap.
1, 2, 3.
Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. Hey, I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. One tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Kaepernick. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Kaepernick now to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Taylor. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off play action, Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferguson, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferguson. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he will have a Titans first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Play action. It's Tannehill. He's got the tight end Ferguson right side complete. Touchdown! Anthony Fertzer, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
This is fielded at the 27. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Kwity Paye able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
Check.
He'll drop to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders, who knows what it could be. He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now a handoff, Taylor with it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7.
14-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
At the 9-yard line.
Tannehill now to throw. Flushed out right. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Tannehill. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end Firkser. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And remember, the Titans lost Jonnu Smith, their #1 tight end the last few years, when he signed with New England in free agency. So that might open up a few more looks for Firkser, and he makes a smooth catch there.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Tannehill. Flush to his right. This will be caught by Brown. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, one of the best in the NFL with the ball in his hands, and there's another example why. Bullet good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, Kaepernick. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again. We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. Right.
They'll give Henry another shot. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one. Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw in here. Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are going to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Taylor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a give to Taylor. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Kaepernick now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Kaepernick. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Here's Brett Kern now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taking on the midfield logo. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Jack Doyle, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Kaepernick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
At the 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. The quick slant caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Colin Kaepernick, as time expires in the first half. And the Colts have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Taylor. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Kaepernick now to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here's Kaepernick. And he'll find Pittman. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And going right back to Pittman. Touchdown, Colts! Michael Pittman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Tannehill. Dancing to his left. Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead now up to 14.
Titans 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Tannehill. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Taylor shreds the tackle. 108 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. The give to Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Kaepernick going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Cassini, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games, or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Tannehill. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They run once more with Taylor. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Colts on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw, Kaepernick. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They begin with Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Check, 53's Mike. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. Darius Leonard, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Taylor. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The Colts on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, Kaepernick. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the Titans are right back in this football game. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Tannehill now to throw. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now Tannehill. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rolling to his left. Able to find Jones. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tannehill. He's got Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Tannehill to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now Tannehill. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 32-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Throwing again is Tannehill. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 5 yards remain on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Now a handoff, Taylor with it, and he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. On the handoff, this is Taylor, able to power through. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, it's Taylor. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.